Hello, everyone. We're so excited to be with you tonight. My name is Dawn. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at NHF. I'm a community member and a mom to two amazing kids, one who has hemophilia.
My name is Corey, and we are so excited to be your hosts this evening.
Thank you for joining us at this year's Red Tie Soiree, Reunited, presented by Sanofi Genzyme. We're uniting for the inheritable blood disorders community and focusing on NHF's new mission, as well as our emphasis on research.
Now, we've got everything going on here. We're getting you all set up because the soiree is going to be starting in about 15 minutes. So, few things to go over, so you're all set up. Now, the fact that you found us and you're seeing this and hopefully hearing this, it means you've got half the battle done right now. Now, you are going to need a couple of screens in order to be able to fully enjoy everything tonight. Now, what that means is whatever you happen to be watching right now, if that happens to be your TV, your computer, your tablet. Now, on the other, maybe your cell phone, that's a good place to be able to get your mobile bidding done on our online auction brought to you by Milliman. There are so many great items on there, and you don't want to miss out on both. So you can be able to do both that way. Now, you can also have two different tabs, but that makes it a little bit more difficult. So I suggest two different screens, and you are set for the evening. Now, if you have any problems getting registered with your online donations, giving, donating, well, we've got a helpline all set up for you. You can call 208-807-3808. We've got a team of people ready to answer any of your questions. Make sure you're all taken care of. Now, if you haven't gotten registered yet, please do. It's nhf2021.afrogs.org, and that way you will be all set up for all the online bidding, and we've got so many wonderful items. We'll be talking about that coming up in just a little bit. Your online auctions and donation site is going to be up and ready for you until 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. We've got the auto bid set up, Bid Wars. We'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up in just a few minutes. So don't forget about the photo booth, because even though we're not in one room together, being able to hang out and go from table to table, we are still virtually all in this together. So make sure you get your photo booth photos in as well. Now, for the silent auction, have you looked at all the items that I'm just floored still by the amazing items that we have.
Absolutely. I'm obsessed. In fact, I've already made some bids beforehand because I do have my phone here, which I will be checking. But the TJ Watt jersey, hello, I'm from Pittsburgh. Of course, I have bid on that. But the trips, I'm all about that experience of vacation. So Bali, Tuscany, Santorini.
And that's just a few of the many.
Absolutely. It looks amazing.
So don't miss out on the full lineup of everything that's going on and on the online auction. Now, you can also be able to make a donation as well, all from that site. And we've got a very, very special prize, we could say, for just getting registered. So if you haven't gotten registered yet, do it right now. If you've already been registered, we haven't forgotten about you. Everyone who's registered, no purchase necessary, is going to be in to win some custom NHF Nikes or Converse, whatever you would like.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Now, our virtual meet and greet, that's one of the great items that we have coming up. You're going to have a chance to be able to hang out virtually with Alex Borstein of the Marvelous Mrs. Mabel.
Well, you can also bid for a chance to have a personal dinner cooked for you and 3 guests. Get this, by NHF's very own president and CEO, Dr. Len Valentino.
Now, picture this. You in your custom NHFs walking up this gorgeous walkway behind Dr. Valentino as you and those 3 guests get ready for a fabulous dinner. Heck, maybe you could get Alex Borstein to have virtual dinner with you guys. You never know.
You never know. There are a lot of items. There's like jewelry. There's some fashion items. So you better get bidding.
Now, once again, if you're having any problems with your bidding, it's okay. We got you all taken care of. 208-807-3808. And once again, to get registered, if you haven't already, that is nhf2021.afrogs.org. It's going to go until 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight, and the auto bidding all set up. Now, what's important with the auto bidding is you don't want to miss out on the musical performances, all the great videos and things that we have going on with the soiree. So we've got you taken care of that way as well. With auto bidding, if you have, say, trip to Tuscany, one of the jewelry items, whatever it happens to be that you really, really want, you can be able to set your high bid amount and then forget about it. Don't have to worry. Remember when we were all in person and you'd have to keep going back up there and check to make sure someone didn't sneak up behind you and outbid you? Well, with this, it's okay, because if someone outbids you, you automatically outbid them without having to do a thing. So a great way to be able to enjoy the show and be able to get your bidding going as well.
That's actually great. I think I'm going to set that up because I'm a little busy right now.
Just a little,
but I want to be able to make sure that I get my items. So tonight would not have been possible without the generous support of our partners like BioMarin. Let's hear from them.
There is a strong patient community in hemophilia that is well educated and that knows what it wants.
We just need to create a sort of environment for patients to feel comfortable to ask questions and get involved in the conversation.
We will continue to collaborate with the hemophilia community and approach the future of hemophilia together.
Now, yes, the auction is exciting, and there are a lot of great things for you to be able to bid on, but there is so much that is happening. Our soiree tonight presented by Sanofi Genzyme.
That's right. Whether you're watching by yourself or with a watch party, you can be part of the fun by snapping a picture in our virtual photo booth or dropping a line in our virtual chat.
Well, speaking of the watch parties, we've been receiving some of the pictures of the events that are going on. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the ones that are happening across the U.S. right now as they prepare for the soiree coming up.
Oh my gosh, these look like so much fun. I hope you all get up and dance when we, oh my gosh, Maria!
Hi,
when we
Maria.
welcome country music recording star and fellow community member Trevor Martin to take the stage with some of his hits. Hey, it's us!
Just did that around the corner. I saw them sneaking over there before we got started. Now, you're going to want to stick around for all of the great performances that are happening. And in fact, let's hear from Trevor Martin with a special message as he gets ready to be able to entertain us.
I think actually what we're going to do first is we're going to go to CSL Behring for their video, and then we're going to go to Trevor after.
Okay, we can do that as well.
CSL Behring is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Red Tie Soiree. At CSL Behring, we have a patient-focused culture and are committed to delivering therapeutics, such as factor replacement products that meet the needs of people living with rare diseases, including hemophilia. As part of our promise to patients, we continue to invest in research for new, innovative treatments, such as gene therapy, and programs and activities that support and empower patients. Our commitment to the hemophilia community has never been stronger.
Yes, thank you so much, CSL Behring. We're having a great time over here, and I hope you are too. But I wanted to take a moment to remind us why we're here tonight. And that's to raise funds to support our mission and research and enable all of our friends and families affected by inheritable blood disorders to thrive. Let's meet some of the people who your gift tonight will impact.
We talk a lot about the future and what we at NHF are doing to get there. But the present, what we're doing now to support the community, is every bit as important. Meet three of our friends.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Patty.
My name is Chelsea Neighbor from Atlanta, Georgia.
Each has a unique connection to the community.
I received my initial diagnosis of von Willebrand's disease at the age of 16.
I have factor XI deficiency, also known as hemophilia C.
I was diagnosed with platelet storage pool disorder at the age of 7 years old.
And each has benefited from the services NHF can offer them because of your donations.
The community supported me in a much different way than somebody that was diagnosed at birth. So through programs such as the National Youth Leadership Institute, I was able to meet with others that had bleeding disorders and also foster meaningful friendships along the way.
The community has also supported me by providing me with professional development opportunities, especially through the NYLI program, where I've been able to facilitate educational workshops to chapters, speak at national conferences, and intern with NHF's education department.
I try to stay active in the bleeding disorder community as much as possible.
Your gifts strengthen our community now so that we can look toward tomorrow with optimism.
So my hopes for the community are that individuals receive an accurate and timely diagnosis. Furthermore, that regardless of geographic location, they are provided access to quality care that supports and complements their unique lifestyles and values.
My hope for the community is that we will find better treatment options for people with rare bleeding disorders like factor XI deficiency, and that treatment options will become more simple, accessible, and affordable for everyone with a bleeding disorder.
We can dream because you provide us with the resources we need to be healthy today. Thank you for your past, present, and future support.
Thank you, Michelle. Oh my gosh, such inspiring people who are counting on us tonight. Corey, can you walk our guests through how to donate?
Oh, absolutely. It's so easy to do. Now, whether you're doing the online auction and bidding on the fabulous item, giving to the table sponsors that are out there and table captains, or you can be able to just make a donation by texting NHF 21 to 26989. That's NHF 21 to 26989, and that will make a quick and automatic, safe, secure donation as well.
All right, well, we're just a few minutes away from tonight's musical performance, Trevor Martin. Trevor is a singer, songwriter, and actor. He's performed with Sheryl Crow and has been featured on CMT. He's also appeared in HBO's Vice Principals and the feature film 90 Minutes to Heaven. On top of it all, he's a proud supporter and a member of our community. And let's check in with Trevor.
Hey guys, my name is Trevor Martin, and I'm a singer-songwriter and pop country artist coming to you live from the Music City here in Nashville, Tennessee. I got my beautiful girlfriend Emily over here. She's gonna listen to these songs live in the room while you guys listen to them online. But I have severe hemophilia A. This is my second year playing for the Red Tie Soiree, so I'm excited to be back. Don't miss it. I've got a new original song that I'm going to share with you guys a little later in the show. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say it would be awesome if you would consider supporting patient-centered research. It's up to us to make sure that the next generation has even better care and treatment than we had. So don't forget to support that, and don't forget to keep your ears out for a new original song.
Thank you so much, Trevor.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be an incredible performance. And you know, a big thanks to our partners that help support the event this evening and all the things with our community. That's what allows us to be able to be together virtually, to have the safe and virtual watch parties, be together all around the country, all around the world in a way. And those are two words that you're going to hear a lot tonight, and you can't possibly hear them enough. And that is thank you. Thank you for your caring, your love, your support, and thank you to our partners for everything that they do. Our partners like Optum Infusion Pharmacy. In fact, let's hear from them now.
Now it is my great pleasure to present country music star Trevor Martin.
Yes.
Hey guys, it's Trevor again. I'm really excited to play this one for you. This is a new original. It's called Just Like That. And if you like it, you can support a blood brother and check it out on Spotify and Apple Music. Just look up Trevor Martin, Just Like That. And it's actually about this girl over here, my girlfriend Emily. It's about loving someone exactly how they are, any way they come. Here's Just Like That. You always want to look your best for me, cause you got your hair done up and you're wearing those skin tight jeans. You don't even gotta wear a smile to impress, and I don't need no fancy dress. I just want the girl who's underneath, cause I want you just like that, made up for all, laid back. I'll take you in my arms anywhere you are, wherever you're at. I want your highs and lows, wanna make sure you know I'll never ask you to change, and that's a fact. Whoa, whoa, cause I want you just like that. Not every day is gonna be the greatest day. We're gonna have our ups and downs, and you might push me away. But you know I'm gonna kiss you at the end of the night. We'll stay up late till we get things right. I'll always be right there for you and say I want you just like that, made up for all, laid back. I'll take you in my arms anywhere you are, wherever you're at. I want your highs and lows, wanna make sure you know I'll never ask you to change, that's a fact. Whoa, whoa, cause I want you just like that. I do, baby. I want you just like that, baby. I want the good, the bad, baby, I want everything. Just the way you are, so don't you ever change, cause I want you just like that. I want you just like that. I want you just like that, made up for all, laid back. I'll take you in my arms anywhere you are, wherever you're at. I want your highs and lows, wanna make sure you know I'll never ask you to change, and that's a fact. Whoa, cause I want you just like that. I want you just like that, babe. I want you just like that. I want you just like that.
Trevor, that was great. Wow, that sounded amazing.
Yes.
Thank
it
you
did.
so much for celebrating with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, Trevor. And thank you once again for being here with us. I hope you've had that chance. If not already, go ahead and check it out. Our silent auction going on until 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, presented by Milliman. And again, we told you a few minutes ago, and we just can't say it enough. Thank you. Thank you to everyone, because we can't do this alone. Myself, Dawn by herself, you by yourself. No, we can't make the difference alone. But you know what? All of us together, that's when we can truly be able to make miracles happen. And it takes the great partners that we have. One of those being Hemophilia Alliance, who made this fabulous evening possible.
Absolutely, Corey. We appreciate the support of our partners, the messages they've shared, and especially the Hemophilia Alliance and Joe Puglisi, who is ready to get this event started.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Puglisi, the President and CEO of the Hemophilia Alliance. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 NHF Soiree. Years ago, this event was held at Windows to the World, and what I remember the most was everyone was out on the dance floor. Next year, in 2022, we're all going to be out on the dance floor. Enjoy yourself virtually. There's lots of great things to spend money on, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, I'm Maureen Parsons, Senior Manager of Development.
And I'm James Ueda, Director of Development here at NHF. While Corey and Dawn get ready for the main show, we want to recognize again the support of our sponsors, partners, donors, and of course, all of you at home hosting virtual tables and watch parties.
We especially want to thank Sanofi Genzyme for being this year's presenting partner,
as well as CVS Specialty for being our visionary partner.
Thank you all, truly. Now, I am pleased to bring you NHF's 2021 Red Tie Soiree Reunited.
Good evening. I'm Alex Borstein. Let's get very serious. No, let's not. Welcome to the National Hemophilia Foundation's 2021 Red Tie Soiree Reunited. Soiree is French for party, drink, be merry. I think so many of us were hoping for a return to the old days this year, where we could circle the tables with friends and family for a few special hours in one room, all together to honor this community. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. A return to the old days, though, would mean sacrificing some of the progress that we've all made together. Now, this time last year, NHF's patient-centered research agenda was just taking root. Now, with your help, they're putting the final touches on it so that families like yours and mine get the best possible care for their inheritable blood disorders as soon as it's needed. Truly, I do wish I could be there with you tonight, not like the old days, but reunited in the promising days to come. Please enjoy the evening and do drink and do be merry and feel free to soiree until you just can't soiree anymore.
Welcome everyone to NHF's Red Tie Soiree, presented by Sanofi Genzyme. My name is Corey Michaels. So pleased, so honored to be joining you here for the NHF Soiree. Once again this year, it is going to be a fabulous, fabulous evening. And with me, I have the NHF Chief Operating Officer, community member, and just all around incredible human being, Dawn Rodolini.
Thank you, Corey. And thank you, everyone at home, for joining us this evening. I'm so blown away by everyone's generosity, and I'm so excited to let you know we have already hit our goal of $175,000.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, that doesn't mean that the community's needs stop here, right?
No.
So we still have a whole evening in front of us, and that is why I'm thrilled and a little bit nervous to announce that we're increasing our goal to $200,000. Nice. So let's keep those gifts coming in.
Absolutely.
Tonight, we are reunited with a focus on our new mission to find cures for inheritable blood disorders and to address and prevent the complications of these disorders through research, education, and advocacy, enabling people and families to thrive. We unite to celebrate the inheritable blood disorders community. This has been a crazy year, to say the least. For us in the community, parts of it have been really exciting. We've made tremendous strides towards bringing the community together. In August, we had our second virtual bleeding disorders conference, and we just wrapped up our first ever State of the Science Research Summit, creating a dialogue that brought people together from across the community, healthcare providers, researchers, but most important, people with inheritable blood disorders, to shape a blueprint for a national research agenda. Now, we get to be here tonight with you at the soiree.
Now, before we get started, I know that some of you are hosting some parties out there and having your watch parties and virtual events happening to celebrate the Red Tie Soiree.
That's right, Corey. Some of people are connecting completely through Zoom, and others are hosting safe, bigger parties at their homes, and we will definitely check in with them later.
Now, everyone, please stick around, because I just found out while we had that break a moment ago that we have a very exciting, that's all that we got told, is a very exciting announcement coming up here in just a few minutes.
Well, that is exciting, but I wonder what it is.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's throw it over to Indianapolis to our very own Chief External Affairs Officer, Michelle Rice.
Thanks, Dawn. As you can see, we're all here having a good time, getting ready to watch the soiree. But before I send it over to Len Valentino, our CEO in Chicago, I'd like to take a minute to thank Biomatrix for sponsoring our watch parties, and to our presenting sponsor, Sanofi Genzyme, for supporting the soiree this year. Now turn it over to Len in Chicago.
Hi, Michelle. I'm here at the home of our gracious host, the Alioto family, in beautiful suburban Chicago. We're here with some of our friends to celebrate the Red Tie Soiree and kick things off. So we're really excited to be here, and we're really appreciative of all the support that we're getting for the Red Tie Soiree. I'd also like to acknowledge one of our sponsors, Biomatrix, for their generous donation to the Red Tie Soiree.
Thank you, Michelle and Len. It really looks like fun out there, and actually looks like you guys have great weather, so that's good. We will visit with you again later.
Well, and thank you for being here with us, and now wherever you happen to be, in the United States, around the world, we want to hear where you're watching. Are you watching with a group? Are you by yourself? And are you looking at any particular of the auction items? Well, we want to hear about that. It brings us all even closer together. I want to say thank you to Kimberly in Arizona for watching this evening. Cheryl, Adelaide, Judy, Patrick, Vaughn, Ryan, also Chris, Brendan, Gregory in New Jersey watching. Thank you so much to Gregory, Eloisa, also Kai in San Francisco watching, and I know there are lots of others. So please, let's hear from you as well.
That is wonderful. Well, don't forget about bidding on some of the items, and you can still donate to our tables. Hashtag number one table. That would be my table. If you'd like to donate, I would love it. So tonight wouldn't have been possible without the support of all of you at home and our generous partners and sponsors. I'd like to recognize our visionary partner, CVS Specialty, for their support, and especially tonight's presenting sponsor. Let's hear from Sanofi Genzyme.
Hello, I'm Jeff Schaffnet from Sanofi Genzyme, and I have the honor of leading our U.S. hemophilia team. At Sanofi Genzyme, we are passionate about supporting the hemophilia community and proud of our continued support of NHF as a member of the Red Tie Society. The last 18 months have challenged all of us in new ways. We have learned new technology, new ways of doing our job and schoolwork, and perhaps we learned some new recipes along the way. One thing that has not changed is the importance of support and education for the bleeding disorders community. NHF has done an amazing job of leading these efforts in the virtual world with ongoing support programs, educational programs, and hosting the Bleeding Disorders Conference virtually for the second year in a row. While we all look forward to being together in person again, I have been incredibly impressed with how the NHF and the entire bleeding disorders community has come together under the most challenging of circumstances. I look forward to seeing all of you very soon.
Such an amazing commitment. Thank you so much. Now, for those of you who missed the pre-show, well, let's just let you know here, we have some incredible items on our silent auction presented by Milliman. We've got jewelry, we've got the trips, we've got, of course, the dinner, item number 30. Now, this is a chance for you to be able to have a private catered dinner for you and 3 guests, and Dr. Valentino is going to be cooking for you personally. Also, we've got the virtual meet and greet with Alex Borstein from the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and we've got the NHF shoes. We've got a bunch of those, whether it is the Converse, the Nike, that is all up to you on what you want. And so you can check out all those different items and many, many more. Now, speaking of the shoes, we'd like to thank Takeda for their generous support of NHF's Walk in Our Shoes program. Let's hear from Takeda.
70 years ago, we set out to always support you along your journey. So today, we invite you to ask, where will my journey take me? Because no matter what the destination, we know there is adventure to be found along the way, in grand endeavors and in everyday moments. And of course, the best adventures are shared. Which is why we'll be right there with you through every obstacle and every adventure for every mile of the journey.
I love that video. Thank you, Takeda. Let's take another look at our watch parties.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone who submitted photos and videos.
Let's check out some of these. And as you go to the virtual photo booth, you can be able to add more fun to this as well.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. There we are.
Oh, I love
how
it.
adorable. I love those glasses. Hi, Bob. How's it going?
Hey, Bob.
Oh, this is great. So it looks like you are all having a great time being reunited and celebrating this community and NHF's mission, as well as our renewed focus on research. Now, I'd like to introduce the person responsible for spearheading NHF's research, NHF President and CEO, Dr. Len Valentino.
Thanks, Dawn, and thank all of you for joining us tonight. I prepared some remarks for our evening today. So I'm honored to share this evening with you as we reunite our community with a renewed focus on research for the inheritable blood disorders community. I want to recognize NHF supporters, sponsors, and partners, and all of you at home. The successes we're celebrating at this year's soiree are possible because time after time, you've been there with us, you've supported us, and you have stand with our community. I must also recognize CVS Specialty and Sanofi Genzyme, our visionary and presenting partners, respectively. Additionally, I encourage you to take advantage of the safe, FDA-approved COVID-19 vaccine if you haven't already done so. It's the kindest, simplest, and easiest way that you can demonstrate your concern and your respect for our entire community. By taking the vaccines, that'll allow us to all gather together like we're doing here tonight. Over the past year, NHF has laid out a Blue Sky initiative. This is our vision for the community going into 2030. What do we need to do and where do we need to be by 2030? Your input in shaping the future of research for inheritable blood disorders and emphasizing issues in healthcare inequities that are faced by underserved populations within our community and the need for therapies that are better, more effective, and at some point potentially curative is incredibly powerful. And we need to create this vision for our community. I really want to recognize that this is not just for those who receive these important medications, but it's for our entire community, that we can uplift the entire community moving forward. At last month's NIH-funded Research State of the Science Summit, those concerns were broken down even further by patients, our subject matter experts who live with these diseases, their caregivers, their loved ones, and by researchers, clinicians, and scientists who provided input into the agenda, and that honors the experience of each individual that's unique to this community. A summary of the summit will be released at the beginning of 2022. But already, there's much clarity in where we need to go. The summit provided lots of valuable insights and much information. We've got a lot of work to do, but we want you there with us. Our community has wanted transformative research for many decades. We're here to deliver that transformation for you. The community wants NHF to work towards a world without inheritable blood disorders, and that's what we're going to do. They want cures for all blood disorders, not just the ones that are the most common or the ones that are in the mainstream that we talk about all the time. We want to be more inclusive. We want to ensure that all blood disorders have better treatments and eventually cures. We're responsible for filling these needs, just as we were responsible for centering on the patient voice. If we are to make real improvements in care, fairer and more equitable for everyone with a blood disorder, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, then we must all work together. We must all join together as a community. As supporters of the community, we will bring something different to the solutions that we're looking to bring. These are solutions that patients need. We're understanding that because we're listening to all of you. Some of us have more resources. Others have more time. Some of us have a knack for galvanizing others through their networks of connections. Whatever it is that you bring to the table, we want you to join us. We want your help. We want you to bring your expertise to us. We are here now, right now, reunited with a renewed focus on research that benefits millions of people, not only in the U.S., but across the globe. Without funding from generous supporters like you, the patient-created vision for research becomes more difficult to attain. Each patient and caregiver that shared their concerns, their stories, they all demonstrated one thing: bravery, but they also demonstrated vulnerability. That's what we need to address through our research agenda. It's not easy to voice your concerns when you feel marginalized. And you and me and all of us gathered here must let our voices know that we are there for them, that we are standing with them, and we're delivering on the promise of a world without inheritable blood disorders. So with that, I'd like to thank you and enjoy the evening.
Len, thank you so much for reminding us why we're all here tonight. So I see there's a little competition going out there because I did mention table number 1, the best table, because it's number 1, which is my table. But Colette and Greg, thanks for the shout out. It's time. Let's get this competition on. In addition, while we were listening to Len, there were some watch party videos that came in as well. Let's go to those.
Yeah, let's see how everyone's doing here.
Oh my gosh, it looks like so much fun.
Look at everyone. They're smiling, laughing.
Oh, I love it. That looks like hey, that's my daughter. What's she doing there? Oh my gosh, Gianna.
Hi, Gianna.
That's so cool. Oh, I see Jeannie. Oh, this is Len's watch party. I can tell. So, okay, thanks, Len, for having my daughter over.
Now, some of the others.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at all the festive balloons. Beautiful
I love
day.
the tent.
My goodness.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is a spread of food. Look at that. I think we should have been doing our part from there.
I think so too. I'm really hungry right now. Absolutely.
Now, Dawn, there are so many wonderful partners that we have that we've talked about along the way. And, we want to be able to make sure that each and every one knows exactly how much we appreciate them.
Absolutely. So I really want to take the moment right now to recognize CSL Behring, a hero partner of this evening's soiree. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes. Now, Dawn, all right, are you ready? We raised the goal from $175,000 because we had already met that early, thanks to your generosity, to $200,000.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out the thermometer here. Let's see where we are.
Oh my gosh, we're getting there. We've
Yes,
got a
we
ways
are.
to go, but we're getting there.
Thank you to Gary, also to Brendan, Brett, Amy, Paul, to Kate and Maria, Kate again. I mean, these are wonderful donations. Thank you so much. Let's keep those coming in right now. And at $181,000, we are getting closer and closer with every donation.
Absolutely. The money that we raise here tonight will fund transformative research into better treatment options and eventually cures so that we can live in a world without inherited blood disorders. A huge thank you tonight to tonight's virtual table captains. I'd like to recognize a few right now who have really gone above and beyond. In addition to Colette and Michelle's table and Greg's table, let's recognize the goddesses of Artemis. Ellen and Joanna, thank you so much. Joe Puglisi's table, I love your phrase, thankful and grateful. It's exactly how I feel right now. And Ryan Griffith, Kai's crew of misfits. I bet you guys are having a blast.
Oh, I think everyone is, by the comments that are coming in, and we literally have folks from all over the country, a few outside as well, that are a part of the festivities tonight. So thank you so much for being a part of everything that is going on. Now, another way for you to be able to support the community and maybe to get all your holiday shopping done as well and be able to help out the community at the same time. I mean, you talk about a win-win. This is a huge way, is with our online auction. So if you haven't gotten registered yet, get on there, check out everything. It's presented by Milliman, and we have so many different items for you to be able to choose from jewelry and the amazing trips to memorabilia. There are things for every single person on your list. So go check them out and bid high, bid often.
Absolutely. In fact, I already hopefully own the TJ Watt jersey because being from Pittsburgh, of course, I bid on that. But oh my gosh, there's so many trips. I love the experience. So I'm looking at Bali, Tuscany, Santorini, but I don't want to go by myself. So who wants to go with me? Put it in the chat. Let's make this happen. So far tonight, we've heard from our dedicated supporters and partners, including you at home. So let's hear from those who will benefit from your support tonight.
When Bob and Betty Jane Henry founded NHF in 1948, boys diagnosed with hemophilia lived on average to be just 24. In the decades that followed, we've made tremendous progress in the diagnosis and treatment of all inheritable blood disorders.
It's been a wild journey.
Research was key to understanding my bleeding and receiving care.
The rate at which researchers have made critical discoveries for these rare conditions is astonishing.
My son's experience with hemophilia is so much different than my dad's was.
Even 30, 40 years ago, hemophilia treatment was so complex that it prevented people like me from being physically active.
Without a doubt, the reason that we've made so many advancements in a relatively short period of time is because of Bob and Betty, who grew a national community that threw its support behind building awareness and improving treatments.
We're a resilient community, but certainly we have not yet achieved a normal or equivalent life to those living without a bleeding disorder.
It's well documented that research fails to fully represent the patient population.
It's like you have your ups and downs with it. Like some days you'll be okay in the end, some days you don't.
I chose to have children despite being a carrier myself. Other carriers have decided against that, and I know that some of those carriers really wanted to have children.
As a woman, bleeding issues are likely to be questioned and minimized.
Until we can find a true cure, our task is to identify those areas that we can make the biggest difference for affected individuals and their families.
Many of my first doctors, especially in the ER, hadn't even heard of VWD.
We need treatments that are fully responsive to what matters to patients.
Within the hemophilia community, it's kind of difficult to really fit in because we have such an ultra-rare bleeding disorder.
Research is so critical and can be life-saving for people who struggle to access care.
I'm super glad to do this interview speaking on factor 7 deficiency because I was super afraid to talk to people about it, and now I'm opening up.
We're in an era of patient empowerment.
We must ensure that all people have equitable access to the care that they require, and that today's research produces tomorrow's medicines for everyone.
Hopefully through this, we can have more funding and more research, and hopefully we can create a better future for people with ultra-rare bleeding disorders.
It is my deepest hope that unifying our community with a research focus will assist patients and providers in improving diagnosis and care for all people with bleeding disorders.
What will life be like for the next generation of people with blood disorders?
I believe that anything seems possible.
Your support has gotten us as far as we are today.
The future of this community depends on you making a gift to NHF right now.
Can you change my future?
Can you change my future?
My future.
My future.
My future.
Wow. You know what? I believe we can change your future. Sorry, that video, every one of you is an inspiration. Thank you so much for sharing your stories and for trusting NHF with the future of blood disorders research. You are why we're here. You are why it's critical that our friends watching from home give generously tonight.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
And no, not at all. I do. From the very first time, I'm glad I saw that video a week or two ago. Otherwise, I would be just a mess right now because I was the first time I watched it. And thank you to everyone that is watching at home. Thank you to Sue in Georgia, to Lynn in Oregon. We're going coast to coast here. Amy from New Jersey, and of course, Katie in Philadelphia. Thank you so much.
Well, here you go.
Well, talk about airmail or Nike Air. Okay, bad joke, sorry.
What is that?
Okay, that special, I thought they were just throwing stuff at us here.
Things.
No, that special announcement that we said was going to be coming up, I guess this is it. Let's see, this is a special message from Chicago via the shoe, and they say that we've got a video announcement to tell us what it is.
So, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Let's
go to the video.
Hi, Don and everyone in the studio. We stepped away from the party because we have a special announcement to make. We've been moved by everything that's been said tonight and everything that NHF has done for our family and everyone in the community. And so now we're here to make this announcement.
Tonight, our family would like to announce a $10,000 matching contribution to the NHF. From now until the end of the soiree, every dollar that is raised, our family will match up to $10,000. So therefore, we ask everybody watching to please donate, whether big or small. Please donate tonight, and we can work together towards a world without inheritable bleeding disorders. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh my gosh, what an incredible gift and what an incredible gesture.
Well, and so worth the wait and getting a shoe tossed at us. You can toss more for that.
Absolutely.
That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what this means right now is every donation you make right now, you are really making your dollars work. Because of them, you are going to get your donation doubled. So you give $100, $200, 2 becomes 4, and so on and so forth, all the way up, dollar for dollar, to $10,000.
Wow. Well, I'm going to ask, can you support our community? Can you support your friends, your families right now with any gift in any amount? It will be doubled thanks to the generosity of the Alioto family. This is what we're all about. This is our community at its finest. It's supportive and selfless and committed to empowering those affected by blood disorders. Help us to exceed our goal. Make a $5 gift to NHF right now. It's the price of a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And that becomes $10. 50 becomes 100, like you said. This is the time to give. Your gift will go twice as far.
And here's the thing. No dollar is too small. I mean,
Absolutely.
every time we do an event, people will come up and they'll say, I'm sorry, this is all I have to give. Please don't ever apologize. Because whatever you give, you're giving from your heart. You're giving to the community. And your donation, along with Dawn's, along with mine, everyone together, that's when these fabulous miracles occur. So please, keep those bids coming in. There is no bid too small. Well, there's obviously not too large either. So, but let's get those bids in of any amount, and check out the silent auction if you haven't already, presented by Milliman. Don't miss out on your chance to have the dinner with Dr. Valentino. He's going to be cooking a very special dinner for 3 of your best friends along with yourself. And you can also, another great auction item is bidding on some virtual time with Alex Borstein. Yes, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for these donations. Can you make a gift that will be worth twice as much right now? Let's listen to a song from Trevor Martin. And actually, I'm going to take a minute to go make my donation that is now going to be doubled.
Yes.
Hey, thanks so much for celebrating with NHF tonight and for helping raise funds for the research. You guys have been incredible tonight, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to end with a song that is one of my favorites. It's just a really positive and uplifting song. It's called Glad You Exist by my favorite country group, Dan and Shay. Here's to all the late night drunk phone calls that you picked up. Here's to all the bad decisions that you didn't judge. All the love yous and the hate yous and the secrets that you told me. Here's to everyone, mostly us. And there's a couple billion people in the world, and a million other places we could be, but you're here with me. Take a moment just to take it in. 'Cause every high and every low led to this. I'm just so glad you exist. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, look what a hell from a stranger turned into. Caught up in the moment like it's just us in this room. All the right words and the right times, and you know them 'cause you know me better than anyone else. We don't need anyone else. There's a couple billion people in the world, and a million other places we could be, but you're here with me. Take a moment just to take it in. 'Cause every high and every low led to this, and I'm just so glad you exist. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't you ever go, don't you ever go, don't you ever go changing. Never let me go, never ever let me go, never let me go changing. There's a couple billion people in the world, and a million other places we could be, but you're here with me. Take a moment just to take it in. 'Cause every high and every low led to this. I'm just so glad you exist. exist. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm just so glad you exist.
Man, he is so good.
Oh my gosh, he really is.
Trevor, thank you so much, buddy. All right. Well, our auction, that is going to be ending at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. But that means you still have plenty of time to be able to get your bids in. You can still set up auto bid. And something we mentioned earlier but didn't talk a lot about is bid wars. Now, Don, how many times have you been at an event and that last second, right before they pull the silent auction, someone sneaks up and they outbid you at the last second, walk away giggling because they got the item you didn't have a chance for? Well, that's not going to happen tonight, because if there's an item you really want, someone can't wait till the last second, because in the final 10 minutes, every single bid that comes in is going to extend that item by just a few minutes. You'll get notified, you can be able to get on there and then put a new bid on, and it'll extend it a few more minutes, and it'll go back and forth on those items until there is only one. So that's a lot of fun. Exciting times come down with the bid wars, and sometimes awkward moments for friends. But you know what? It's all for a great cause, and that's why we are here. Okay, along with your bidding on the online auction presented by Milliman, we also said everyone who got registered, whether early beforehand or tonight during the Red Tie Soiree, you are in for an incredible prize. And it's time now to announce that. You get your choice of one of the Nike shoes, one of the special NHF Converse shoes. It's all up to you. And the winner is... Okay, do we have a winner? We don't have a winner yet. Okay.
We're refreshing. Refresh.
See,
Refresh.
there's-
Yay!
Yay,
Oh my
there we
gosh,
go.
we do have a winner.
Okay, possibly.
Yes, we do.
Barbara Kalowski. Barbara,
Oh my gosh,
congratulations.
that's so exciting. Oh, I love it.
You have a brand new shiny pair of either Nike or Converse NHF shoes. All right. Here we
Listen,
go.
people, I am obsessed with the shoes, as many of my friends know. Barbara, they will change your life. I just want you to know.
Yes, they will. I've got a pair on right now. I don't know. See? Yeah. These are comfortable bad boys right here. All right. Let's go to the leaderboard.
I'm so nervous.
Let's see how we are. With
All
still
right,
time
let's see
to
how
go.
close. No way! Oh my gosh! Woo! This
We
is
got
amazing!
$201,276.
I am drowning in confetti.
And that's okay. Woo, my goodness.
You got, oh my gosh, stop hitting us with confetti.
Just keeps coming.
Okay,
I am
you guys,
so
bring on the champagne. I think this
yes.
deserves a huge toast. Come on in, you guys. Come on into the picture. You did it. We did it together. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You took us past our goal tonight. Let's have a
Twice.
toast to all of you. Is there another slide out? Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right. Cheers. So I just want to cheers all of you. Thank you so much for sharing this fun evening with us, and most of all, for putting a world without inheritable blood disorders within our reach. We couldn't do this without you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to our sponsors, our partners, to everyone who shared their stories with us. Corey, thanks for being my partner in crime. And thank you to every single one of you at home. Cheers to you, and have a wonderful night.